Hello, Dr. J here. Today's video is about the tsunami wave of information about nitric oxide and arginine. I've been studying this since 2005 in depth, and the information, the research studies just continue to pour in because nitric oxide is such a powerful molecule and does so many amazing things in your body. And so we want to talk about that. Nitric oxide, arginine, these things that are factors and help your body to produce nitric oxide, both from a pharmaceutical side as well as from a nutraceutical side, which is really the things that I'm excited about. Supplements that can help boost nitric oxide, like arginine, citrulline, beets, nitrates in spinach, kale, those type of things. But a friend of mine sent me a link to an ebook that I thought was really fascinating, and we're going to talk about that for a minute. The title of the book, this ebook, is Nitric Oxide Therapeutics, Markets, and Companies. Now, let's just take a look at the subject matter in the first paragraph here. It says, "This book describes the latest concepts of the role of nitric oxide, NO, in health and disease as a basis for therapeutics and development of new drugs. Major segments of the market for nitric oxide-based drugs are described, as well as the companies involved in developing them." Now, before we get into more of the details, I just want to point your direction to the cost of this report. It is just a mere $3,000. So why in the world would something be worth that? Who would pay that? And if you want to buy me one, go ahead, because it is a very interesting reports that are in there. So the fact is that there are so many uses for boosting your NO, your nitric oxide, and using things like arginine and citrulline and the things that I mentioned before. So what happens is these companies are struggling to choose where and when to market. All these pharmaceutical companies are trying to harness this, figure out what it can do, and then of course synthesize a drug and make billions of dollars. So again, I'm more into the natural way that your body was created to produce nitric oxide, and so I have a product called M3. It's very well put together, and I don't want to get into a shameless plug here, but I got people that are taking it for things like their cardiovascular issues, high blood pressure, cholesterol, trying to do things to keep their blood flowing, and also people that are also in the bodybuilding side and the athletic side, because it also, athletes, especially bodybuilders, like that pump where the arteries open up, and also for the human growth hormone aspect of it, which again is not just for athletes. They like that because it helps for repair and for muscle growth, but also for those that are into health. HGH helps you to recover, so your body needs to produce a lot of it, especially at night when you're sleeping, and then you get that good recovery. So what I'd like to do now is go back to this ebook and just take a look at some of these chapters and headings. For instance, chapter 4, the role of NO in diseases. And I want you just to look at all those different things that it covers. And this is what got me so excited in 2005, is that I was using it in my practice. I was seeing great results with people in my practice for their blood pressure, for all sorts of circulatory issues, heart issues. But then I also got to see what it does for pain and inflammation. It's just a very simple molecule of nitrogen and oxygen, and yet look at all the things that it can do. Pain and inflammation, diabetic complications, anything to do with heart-related issues, fibromyalgia, immune system issues. And so it just showed how important this little molecule is for not just your cardiovascular health, but for your overall health. Then you go down to number 5, pharmacology of nitric oxide. Again, we see the natural ways of doing this, and even talks about L-arginine, but then all the pharmaceuticals that are out there that are, again, trying to be able to, these pharmaceutical companies trying to figure out a way to get the body to synthetically use nitric oxide, make nitric oxide, and because it does so many things. So again, excellent book, I'm sure. Love to have it. Price tag's a little steep. So this has been the second installation of the Nox News, and I want to announce at this point we're going to do a giveaway. We are going to give away 2 canisters of my product M3 for those that just ask for it. So this is what you need to do. This Saturday you'll need to go down to the Natural Health and Beauty Center down there on 101 East College Street in Simpsonville. Talk to my man Bobby down there, and if you're one of the first 2 to ask for it, you'll get a free canister. It is a $65 value to buy it at retail. And so we're going to give away 2 bottles, so just go in there, ask for it. There's only 2 that'll be given away, so we hope that you're one of those that will be able to get your free canister of M3.